my story. Our story. What is the reason, you ask? The story needs to be told, and if there is no one left to tell it, its meaning will be lost. Why now, you ask, when all lies shattered around us? Yes, you are right. But we are at the end of times, and when something ends, something else begins. So my story might yet live on in this world. They gave me different names. They called me the hero, the one who sacrificed everything to save the people and the land. They called me the destroyer, who betrayed the trust of all races and brought the end of times. I am both, and I am neither. I want you to hear me, see through my eyes, understand the reasons for the things I have done. And before I pass from this world, I need to be judged. I need you to judge me. Our land is dying, and we are dying with it. It was different once. The land was a place of wonder and beauty. All races lived in peace and harmony. Yet a very long time ago, something happened. Something which we don't even have a name for, because history is lost to us. We can glimpse the past only from the old tales passed down from generation to generation, from the ruins scattered across the land and indecipherable artifacts uncovered when the earth shakes with violence. Now the land is our enemy. The sky is covered with dark clouds. Weather acts in strange patterns. Rain might not come for several weeks, but then one day it falls with a fury of the heavens until everything is washed away and lost. Yet the gravest problem is that there is not enough sunlight to grow food. We are trying to survive, but it seems we are losing this battle because we are slowly dying off. When I was young, just a boy, I lived in a small village on the border of the human domain. One day, when I was hunting for food in the forest, I came upon freshly uncovered ruins, the result of a strong earthquake the day before. Usually we stay away from places like this. Nothing good ever comes from exploring them. But this time, something pulled me closer.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Tower of Time. It is by Event Horizon. It's a old school-ish RPG, but with a real-time combat system that's kind of sort of instanced. It's a single-player game, so you'll kind of understand what I mean by instance when we get to it. But it's you have a party that comes along with you, and the battles are meant to be, I'm assuming, very large at some point in the future. Although right now in the early game, it doesn't seem to have those large battles yet. It's going to take a bit of time to get into the actual meat of the game because there's a lot of story at the very beginning here. I've only gotten about an hour into the game. I would like to get further than that so that you can see, and that was still, I was still technically in the tutorial. I'd like to get further than that for you guys so that we can, so you can see more of what the game has to offer. That means it's going to be a particularly long video because obviously RPGs usually are slow burners, so it needs to be longer just so that you can see more of what's going on. And of course, I'll try to be my snarky self along the way whenever possible. You were hunting rabbits in the woods surrounding your village when you came across a scene of devastation. A whole part of the forest had been sundered. The landscape now dotted with jagged rocks and wide chasms. It must have been the earthquake you all felt a few days ago. You start to scout the area, hoping to find something of value, and you soon spot a large fissure in one of the rock formations, emitting a strange light. Against your better judgment, you squeeze through a gap, and soon emerge on the other side. What is this place? It looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about this old stuff. If you come across anything strange, it looks like stuff from the old times. Don't touch it. Don't press any buttons. Don't take any crystals. Come back and tell us immediately. They're scared of their own shadows. I'll just take a look around. Maybe I'll find food or even treasure. These torches burn brightly, but it seems nothing maintains them at all. It's almost like they sustain themselves on their own. Creepy, self-sustaining torches. That's always a great sign of things to come. The game, as you'll notice, is quite beautiful, the backdrops. You gaze down at the vast area below, transfixed. You have never seen a stone building. Here's a whole town of them. Yeah, the game is quite beautiful and expansive. You can see there's like a little enemy over there that we're going to have to deal with at some point in the future. But it's that's the one thing that caught me about this. This is an early access game right now, and this is an early access build. But looking at the videos of this, I was like, wow, they spent a lot of time on the artwork for this. It's quite nice. Broken statue. This broken statue is made of a smooth glass-like stone you've never seen before. At its base there's a plinth with an inscription. Here at the fringe of the great northern forests, wise travelers seek the boon of Rathchoke. Whisper to her name of your dearest, and gain grace of the willow and strength of the oak. You think carefully and whisper the name of your little sister, but nothing happens. Yeah, okay. That, I imagine, is something for later once we find out what name we're supposed to whisper there. Give us the strength of many moons. As if a moon has strength, you know what I mean? Gravitational pulls. Alright, nice wooden bridge. This is, like I said, the artwork in this is beautiful. The clear, fresh liquid is strange to you, so unlike the sulfurous water of your village well. You drink deeply and then turn to the area below. Below you are trees you have never seen before. Okay. Well, let's come on down here. Using the mouse for everything. These beautiful trees are full of fruits. You take one and cut it with your pocket knife. Soon you're eating them greedily. Ooh, what is this? Is there an area back here? Oh yeah, it's under the area underneath the thing there, but I can't walk in there. It won't let me click any further. Okay. Good old wagon wheel here. I mean, that's who leaves a wagon wheel, man? Those things are useful. And we got some bones. Near a heap of old bones, you see a huge one, maybe a rib or a tusk of a big animal, with a chain hanging from one end. You did not know that animals can grow to such size. You freeze in your tracks as you hear a buzzing sound. You see a giant insect hovering in the distance. Its giant mandibles dripping with green liquid. You've never seen anything like that before, but don't have time to think before it comes at you. So the one thing I'll probably be cutting out of the video, but I should note, is that there's a lot of loading screens in the game. There's a loading screen prior to going into battle. There's a loading screen coming back out of battle. So I'm hoping that that's something that they can work on a little bit, because that's it really does adversely affect the pace of the game, but and pull you out of the game as you're trying to get into it. But here's the real-time combat stuff, and this is what I mean by it being instance, because everything this battleground is kind of set right now in stone. Every time we have a battle in this area, it's going to be in this sort of battleground here. And off in the distance, if I scroll over here, you can see like portals that look like areas where enemies will be coming in from. I think there's one hidden up in here as well. There's probably one back there. So it's kind of almost, it's weird. It's almost like a tower defense thing, except there's no towers or anything like that. It's just like enemies will just come from one direction and come after you. So it's a very interesting way of laying this out. But let us start the battle. This is your first combat encounter. Fights take place in real time and are dynamic, with multiple enemies attacking your party in waves from different directions. However, you can slow time at any point by pressing slow time icon or space. In this fight, there's only one enemy. You can experiment with the movement and the 2 skills that you have at your disposal. Left mouse button for moving and selecting, right to cancel, mouse scroll wheel to zoom in and out, move the camera, and focus is a double click. Alright. Important, each skill, whether buff or area skill, or area spell, needs to be confirmed with the left mouse button. A detailed combat tutorial will be triggered later, and an encounter screen will be shown when you face your first challenging enemies. Good luck. Alright. We'll get into that in a little bit. There is an encounter screen that will tell you what all the enemies are that you're going to encounter. And it's very you'll see later on what kind of thing they're going for here with that. Let's do a little rock throw. See if we can blind him a little bit. There we go. Now we're doing some damage. A little blinding never hurt me. And there's 100% enemies defeated. So up here, this bar, obviously when we have a lot more enemies, this will start going along so you know how many more to go after. We only got 4 coins for that one. That's unfortunate. I killed the beast. They won't believe me when I tell them back at the village. Alright. Skeleton. Whoever this was, they must have died very long ago. The bones are clean, if somewhat dusty. You see a bow next to this skeleton. Apparently there was little game to be found here. In the few years you have lived, you have seen plenty of death, and instantly recognize these as human remains. You find a scrap of vellum half buried in the soil here. You can only just make out some of the faded text. I have traversed this vast cavern 5 times overnight, and know now that there is no way out. What have they done? Where are all the people? I was sitting with the quartermaster, praising the gods for the fine price being offered for my crops. The next moment, everything went dark. I awoke after who knows how long to find the middle of the page is ruined, but a few lines are readable. Alanya, and I know I will never see our little valley again. I kept the seeds from one of our plum trees, and I have planted them in a good spot with plenty of water. I planted 3, 1 for you, and 1 for each of our children. Okay. Backstory and things. There is something moving around in here. Doesn't look very pleasant. Inside the cave, you see an animal that resembles a dog, only it's almost your size. It is feeding savagely on another one of the insects and ignores you. You walk away quietly. Okay. What do we have here? You see another statue. This one is unbroken. It is smooth to the touch, and there's an inscription carved at the bottom. Weary this world can be, and many's the hour that men's minds do bore. So lay your hands on Malpusia's feet, and be regaled with the tales of yore. As the inscription instructs, you place your hands on the statue's feet. A faint light comes to its eyes, and it speaks. The fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, "Tell us a tale, that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies." Spake the second, "Aye, tell us a tale." Spake the third, "I tell ye a tale. 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men were sat around a campfire under the starless skies, patiently awaiting their suppers. As the wind whipped the flames, the fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, "Tell us a tale, that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies." Spake the second, "Aye, tell us a tale." Spake the third, "I tell ye a tale. 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men sat around a campfire." Ad nauseum. You listened for some time before realizing that this is a story that will never end. We've already found the never-ending story. Oh no. Do I get to ride Falco? Falco! Yes, I am dating myself now. Alright, let's, nothing over here. There is looks like a shop or something. Quartermaster. You see a passage closed with iron bars. On the wall there's a sign. Entrance to Quartermaster's office. Access to floors 1 through 3. Okay, so I can't go that way. I guess we'll go down this other pathway then, shall we? Let us move up here and see what there is to be seen. Metal signpost. A metal signpost with hands pointing off in many directions. Hebden Car, 9 miles. Ostwick Bridge, 14 miles. You have ranged far within the lands around your village, but do not recognize any of the names. Music's really nice, too. Like, the artwork and the music are really good. Oh, I can't break this pottery? Really? Oh, see, now I'm going to be shaking for the rest of this game. An RPG where I can't break the pottery. To say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Another statue, but this time as you approach, its eyes flicker into life of its own accord, and it speaks. Welcome to the sanctum of the first Magus. Please state your business. Please state your business. I just wanted to look around. The first Magus awaits you, Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the king under the mountain. No, I'm just a boy from the village. I was just taking a look around, and then there was a... Please present your identification, Ambassador. I don't know what you mean. Please present your identification. I don't have anything to show you. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. What are the Sanctum Guardians? Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Do not resist. You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. All the Sanctum Guardians are dead. Timekeeper guy. Whoa, everything's getting trippy. We've been eating too many magic mushrooms here. You look below and see a large throne lined with crystals. As you peer over the edge, you steady yourself on one of the large blue crystals. You suddenly hear a very faint voice. Approach the throne. Face your fears. Find me in the depths. Where are you? What is this place? Come to me. The time is nigh. You find yourself fighting a powerful desire to leap off the edge of this precipice to the throne far beneath you. Sweat breaks out on your brow as you force yourself step by step away from the outlook. The voice has gone, but you feel an irresistible urge to reach the throne. You look around for a safe way down. Okay. Come towards the light. The light is home. Alright. Let's see. Nothing over there. Just a lot of steps. You see what looks like statues and things down there. Alrighty then. That way. I wonder why he's only walking like little steps at a time. I guess I could just hold down the button, huh? Seems like a better idea. What is this? Can I click on this? No? You won't let me click on it? Okay. Stone statue. First Magus Elthrador held office between 4 to 39 of the 5th era, or is that the 5th era? I'm going to assume that's the 5th era. First Magus Helena held office between 152 to 202 of the 5th era. Okay. First Magus Orderus held office between 113 and 114 of the 5th era. He was a slacker, huh? Only a year? You are just a boy, yet you heard my call. I don't know why I came. Please let me go. I'm scared. I just want to go home now. I may have soiled myself. No, you are not scared. Look inside yourself. You are different, just as I once was so long ago. I'm not different. I'm just a boy from the village. I'm scared. I don't I don't have a backbone. You are stronger than the others. They follow you, and those who do not follow respect you and fear you. I'm just a boy. Nobody fears me. I mean, the ants that I just stepped on kind of feared me a little bit, I guess, but you know, they didn't even know about me. They will come too. You are untrained. Your ability is feral and unrefined. but I see it in you. I don't know what you mean. Are you Zordon? Am I a Power Ranger? This cannot be revealed yet. I took all of my strength to raise the tower again. It took all of my strength to raise the tower again. This will be the last time. It must be you. What do you mean? What do you want of me? Gather your strength, hone your skills, and seek me in the depths when you have come of age. You are trying to control me. You're not my father. I totally don't have to listen to anything you say. You're not even an adult. You're not even a corporeal being. I do what I want. Forgive me, child. You will come to understand, I promise. You will not remember my words once you leave this place, but you will come to me as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. You will learn to know yourself, and you will give yourself to the world, as I have. Go now, run. This place is not safe for a child, even for you. My powers are spent for now. Seek me in the depths when you are grown.
I went down the stairs and came upon a big room made of metal. In the middle sat a strange chair, a throne made of crystal which seemed to be swirling with light.
Totally not the Iron Throne.
I felt a strong compulsion to approach and touch it. And so I sat upon the throne.
And called myself Tyrell.
Light and sound enveloped me, overwhelmed me, and knocked me off the throne. I ran away as quickly as I could. I never told anyone of this, for the fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village.
Plus I had no
The
balls.
way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, yet the visions granted to me by this throne did not go away, even growing stronger over time.
I must
Every
sit
night
upon
I
it.
had terrible nightmares.
Have a
I
good
didn't
crap.
remember anything when I woke up. During the day, I drew strange symbols in the sand, yet I had no understanding of what they meant. People shied away from me, and I think they feared me. But I was an excellent hunter, so they let me stay in the village. And over time, they learned to accept me for what I had become. Then, one day, unexpectedly, it all made sense to me. My mind finally understood the visions and their sequence and was able to put it all together. I understood that the throne which spoke to me was located on the top level of a construction of incomprehensible scale. That these were not ruins, but a great tower buried deep and buried upside down. Some immense force once lifted this construction into the air, rotated it, and then thrusted it deep into the ground.
There's an architect right now that's really hot and bothered.
Come back to this place, for within resided the only thing which could save us all. Many years later, I was at the command of a king and a good friend. For my service, I was granted a favor. I asked to be given a small force of men and resources, so I could return to the village where I was born. It was a strange favor, for this place was now abandoned, as the human kingdom was shrinking ever smaller. Our good king saw that reclaiming this land could give the people the one thing they needed the most: hope. So he agreed to my request. So here I am, returning to the very place that was always pulling me. It is now a desolate place. Little remains of my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away.
Most of it's not even colored. It's just in line art.
The land has shifted, and more levels of this great construction are visible now. I order my men to set up camp, and I send my 2 greatest warriors inside. I can be with them via the strange power of the Crystal Throne and control them if I must. It is the time to fulfill my destiny and save us all. Should I fail, this will be the end of everything.
The tower was thrust between the mountain tops, thusly. Finally, this is the place. I have never seen the like. This place must have surpassed our own king's city in its time. I have never seen so many stone buildings in one place, ruined though they are. It is this place that I mean to populate. You must have noticed the vegetation. There's something about the soil here, some enchantment perhaps, or maybe something more mundane. It could be the key to our salvation. Even if this whole place was a farm, it wouldn't make a real difference. True, but if we can discover the secrets behind this place, perhaps we can begin to heal the land. Our crops grow weaker by the year, and all we do is wring our hands and quarrel over what little we have. You won't believe the trees that are growing below. I spent many nights dreaming of the strange and wonderful fruit they bear. It sounds wonderful, but Cain and I should scout the area before you proceed. There's no real danger here. I survived it as a child, didn't I? Yet you are no longer a child. You are our leader now. We all have sworn an oath to protect you. I must insist that we secure this place before you proceed. He can handle himself. We fought hand in hand many times before. We had these long walks on the beach at night. It was totally nothing to write home about. I am quite sure my lord is a skilled fighter. I have heard the stories, but that is not the issue. You are not a soldier now, but a commander, and it is your task to command. Ours is to protect and obey. Sorry, my friend, but she's right. Technically, you should stay here and rest. Well, I suppose I should get used to this. Before you depart, there are a few things you should know. First, I encountered a living animal down there. It was quite vicious and scary, and I had to fight with it. In truth, I never explored this place properly, and more could have found their way in. Be careful. Second, be sure to stop by those trees I spoke of and take a bite. Cain, I know you too well. Don't let me find you taking a nap after you fill your stomach. Third, I do not remember anything about the tower itself. That bothers me. It's as if something has been clouding my memories. I do remember a sense of danger about the place and some strange mechanisms and statues. Also, do not touch any crystals in there. I don't remember exactly why not, but please just do as I ask. Ah yes, I also remember vaguely a strong urge to leap down from a high ledge somewhere. Yet this might be just my imagination. Just beware and keep an eye on each other. I think that's all. Please be safe, my friends. I will await the rest of the group, and once they arrive, I will follow you. He's mothering us again. Clean your room. Brush your teeth. We got it. While you stay here and watch our backs. Was that a joke, Cain? Your sense of humor sometimes eludes me. Of course not. I meant it. Blah, 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 blah. I'll turn this caravan around if you don't leave me alone. Broken statue. One strength of the oak. Are you going to whisper the name of your dearest? I don't like parlor tricks and superstition. I'm not about to start conversing with a lump of rock. The stone. Have you ever seen anything like it? No, it does look very old. Okay. Around the bend we walk again. Looks like there's a chest now down there. It wasn't there before. Oh, gods, what is this? This water is so clear you can practically see through it. It tastes so sweet. The merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. They must be the trees our Lord spoke of. Yeah, let's come around here. Look at the trees. If a merchant would pay a week's wage for a pitcher of that water, they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Careful, we do not really know what they might do to you. Take a bite. They're amazing. I'll take your word for it. It's been 20-some years since our Lord came here. At least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. I wonder why these trees cling so close to each other. One close and 5 smaller. Probably the only light in the area. Go to the small chest. Your champions can find ancient chests scattered around the tower. Depending on their type, they will have different chance of containing magic, ancient, or relic items. It can also contain crafting crystals and gold. Once you find an item, you can equip it. To do so, click on the inventory icon at the top of the screen. I have found boots and some coins. Okay, inventory. Inventory is shared between all heroes. Each hero has a basic equipment white. When you remove any magic item from the character slot, base gear is automatically equipped. If a given item is restricted by class, it is marked red. Dismantle an item, drag it to the dismantle icon and confirm. You'll gain a small amount of crafting crystals. Okay. So he can't equip the boots, but she can. So here's what we're going to do. Put some boots on her. It looks like there's plus symbols there. I wonder if they have points. Oh yeah, they do have points. Here you can adjust your hero's attributes, check their statistics, and knows which skills should they use on the battlefield. Left sidebar lists all your available heroes. Right now, only 2 of them are unlocked. You have 2 attribute points available. Click on plus minus icon and check how many different attributes affect your statistics. Press approve to confirm. Keep in mind that approved points will not be refunded in any way, so choose carefully. Well, she is a marksman, so I'm going to say give her some speed and some mastery. So we'll prove that. And then he is a shield guard, so I'm going to give him some might and some life, I think. There we go. And then skill tree. Skills panel allows you to upgrade your hero's activated abilities. Upgrade of the main skill costs 3 points. Adding a booster effect costs 1 skill point. Boosters can add additional effect to the main skill. They cannot be upgraded over the level of the base skill. Unlike attributes, skill levels can be reset at any time and skill points reallocated. At the first level, every hero has 1 skill point. You can upgrade 1 booster effect. Try it out. Okay, so we've got Reinforced Armor 1 and Reinforced Armor 2. Or if we upgrade it, we can go to Reinforced Armor 2. But it takes 3 points to upgrade. Okay. So if I look at this one, this is Armor Blessing 1. Increases armor by 6 for 60 seconds. Additionally increases armor of all party members by 3. Ooh. Or this one is increases all elemental resistances. I want to do this one for the party, I think. There we go. So that's like a bonus on top of this one. And then the main one is the main thing that you can unlock, that you can move up or upgrade once you have the points for it. Okay, and then for her, we've got what? Fire arrows, arrow barrage, and hunter's mark. Marks an area with a radius of 3 meters for 20 seconds. Enemies within receive additional 35% damage from all sources. I wonder. That sounds rather good, actually. What does the upgrade do? Slowing. Marks an area with a radius of 3 meters for 20 seconds. Enemies within receive additional 25% damage from all sources. Additionally, slows enemies by 20% while inside and for 10 seconds after leaving the area. Okay, and then this one is Greater Mark. 3 meters for 20 seconds. Enemies within receive additional 25% damage from all sources. Increases the radius by 1 meter. Oh, okay. So let's have her upgrade a slow. Let's give her mark, Hunter's Mark, a slowing effect. That sounds like that would be a good way to pair her with a guy that's melee, right? Because she seems, if she's a marksman, she's probably long range. All right. Moving along. As your champions walk cautiously on the path, they stop when they hear a strange rattling sound. They are shocked to see a group of skeletal creatures around the corner, running straight at them. Kane and Maeve fumble to get their weapons out in the nick of time. Oop, we are ambushed. Okay. So again, like I said, it's the same sort of battle arena area or instance or whatever you want to call it. So I guess we'll start the battle. Select target. Click on an enemy to attack the selected hero will move into range. Combat progress. Movement. Click on the map to move your heroes. The attack range indicator is the dashed line. Mana and health. Okay. Skills. Q, W, E, and R to select the skill. And click again to confirm the cast. Slow mode and non-walkable terrain. All that stuff. Got it. Threat mechanics. When enemies change their target, this icon appears above them. Damage dealt to enemies generates threat. Enemies attack the hero with the highest threat value. Skills generate 50% of threat value of damage. Melee attacks generate 150% threat value of damage. Certain skills have an additional threat generation or can force the enemies to attack the champion. That uses the skill, i.e. taunt. Okay. Depending on the type of damage dealt by enemies, physical or elemental, certain heroes are better suited to the main target of enemies, to be the main target. In this case, Kane, the shield guard, has much higher armor than Maeve, and receives less damage than each attack. Okay. Enemies appear in waves. Depending on the type of encounter, the number of enemies in each wave is different as the type of enemies that spawn. Combat maps have multiple spawn points. When you come across a new type of battleground, it's a good idea to quickly identify the spawn points and plan your positioning accordingly. Enemies appear in random spawn points, so each combat encounter, even in the same place, plays differently. While in slow mode, red lines indicate which hero is the target of each enemy. And slow mode allows you to control the battle, is automatically triggered when you select a skill, allowing for precise targeting. You can enter slow mode at any time to respond to new threats, reposition your heroes, or chain cast skills. Okay. So let's get her over here. And let's get her firing arrows at this guy. If we could. I'm going to get him to come up and just attack straight on. Go. That is a skeletal archer, too, so he's doing damage to both of us. Alright, this guy is coming that way. Is there anyone else coming through here? It's just that one guy. They're attacking me one at a time, huh? Alright, so you go after him. You are already going after that guy. That's good. Very good. Oh, he's changing targets. A little icon came up there. And I got two more guys coming. Okay, let's do the Hunter's Mark just to slow this guy down a bit. And then you come over here and do that, please. This other guy is all confused. He really wants to go after you, but he doesn't know which way to go. Alright, now you attack this guy. In fact, let's just do an arrow barrage. Why not? And you can come over this way. Oh wow, that barrage was awesome. That was fantastic. Alright, so we found a crystal and some more boots. Steel boots of quartz. We found. What on earth were those things? Walking Dead? What evil is this? Did you see their eyes? I've never witnessed such ruthless efficiency. Look, that arm still twitches as though driven to attack us still, yet they fell easily enough to our blade and arrow. Yes, I need a little time to catch my breath. Look, my hand is shaking. They surely once were human, but how can that which has died rise again? We're lucky I had the sense to make us scout ahead. Lucky? We could have done with another fighter at our side. He has a natural talent for combat. I've never won any sparring match with him, nor did I hear about any other who has. It's as if he had some ability to know what you were thinking before you make a move. Should we go back and tell the Lord about this? Not yet. We have our duty. Let's continue to scout ahead. Agreed. Keep your blade at the ready then. Alright, let's look at the inventory real fast here and see. So, can he equip that? No, he can't. She can. Is it better? Steel boots of quartz is better than the arcane steel boots. Okay. So then these are... Yeah, okay, so then this I can just dismantle then, right? Gain one green crystal, yes. Alright. Very good. So the green crystals are our crafting crystals. Inside the cave, your champions see the skeletal remains of some animal. Its fractured bones and skull tell it that it did not die of natural causes. Okay. Run over here and see what this does. Where this world can be, blah, blah, blah. Is this some kind of game? Let me give it a try, who knows? The second I tell us a tale, spake the... Gods, am I losing my mind? Did you hear that? I did. What is this thing? Put your hands on it again. Okay. So it does nothing. Other than what I've already seen, okay. We will walk up this way then. Into the quartermaster. Plaque on the wall reads, entrance to the quartermaster office, access to floors 1 through 3. Quartermaster, eh? Perhaps we'll find something of value in there. The door is open. Let's be careful. It's just a collapsed stairwell. I can't make out the bottom. It must be pretty deep. There's a light shining through, but the space is too narrow for us to squeeze in. You think this is how those skeletons came to the surface? What if the level below is swarming with them? Then we'll deal with them. Their weapons can hardly penetrate my armor. Yes, but I cannot wear it. You will need to protect me. My life before yours, Maeve. Always. You know that. Okay, can we go down there? They keep talking like we can go down there, but it does not appear that we can. Because there is an iron bar door in the way. Okay. So I guess we'll walk all the way around the other side again to where the throne was. Ooh, what's this? Teleport. A strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved on a pedestal that read, Gardens. On the other side, there's another engraving, barely visible. This teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, master craftsmith, in the year 42 of the 5th era. A teleporter? What did it teleport and where? Perhaps it is as old tales say that the ancients could move over large distance in a blink of an eye. Apparently so. This one does not seem to be working, though. That's okay. I prefer to use my legs anyway. Reliable and not glowing blue. At least not yet, anyway. we may yet turn you into a smurf. I don't recognize any of these places. There's no way this cavern can be 14 miles wide. This place must have been part of the world above at some point. Curious. We know so little of our history. Perhaps we can learn more about where we came from. I'm more interested in where we're going. There's obviously more going on here than we know. I trust our Lord in the fight, but maybe he's getting us in over our heads here. Our dominion over the land lessens with each passing year. Whatever the power behind this place, it could turn the tide if wielded for good. His quest, by our oaths of our own, is an honorable one. The graveyards are overflowing with the honorable. The chasm below the bridge seems to be endless. Your champions can make out some vague structures deep below, but they are too distant to even guess what they may be. Okay, past the pottery that can't be broken. Pottery that shan't to be broken. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to Administrative Captain. Please do not be alarmed. Do not resist. Another talking statue. What is this place? And what is a Sanctum Guardian? I don't know, but it sounds dangerous. I am really afraid now. Are you too? Of course I am, Maeve, but I love the name of honor more than I fear death. Okay. Should I go to the top just so you can see the outlook that my guy saw? This is it, the Crystal Throne Chamber. The architecture is beyond anything I have seen. Those windows glow with golden light, yet it must be past dusk in the world outside. Do you feel the power emanating from those crystals below? Yes, I do. Let's look for a way down. Okay. We will do that. Keep an eye out down there, too. Oh, I see... Yeah, I see some enemies. Another group of those undead down below. I would rather call them risen, as they had risen from the ground. Aye, that name fits them better. They block our passage. There seems to be no way around them. This group is also is bigger. Yes, I have faith in us. Let's go. You have encountered an enemy group guarding a passage. If you come closer, they will approach you and encounter screen will be triggered. If you walk out of their control zone, they will slowly revert to their guard position. Okay. There's a dead Skelly right there, too. Was not there before. Alright, let's have this encounter. Alright, we're going against a Risen Warrior, a Risen Adept, an Archer, a Spirit, and a Knight. Field of Armor, Drain Life, Physical, Fireball, Physical. Oh, it's kind of nice that they tell you all the different information about them before you actually start to fight. that's good. So you don't necessarily get overwhelmed unless you decide to fight anyway, which I'm going to do. Okay. So we can move around a little bit before the battle starts if we want to. Try to get into a good position here. Let's do that. Let's get her over here where she has a way to target everything. Alright, start the battle. Skills auto-target. For skills that are anchored to champion location like taunt, select the skill by pressing the left mouse button on the spell icon or press the corresponding key. Visual indicator of skill range will appear, marking all affected enemies. Press left mouse button or the corresponding key again to confirm the cast, or press right mouse button to cancel. All buff spells such as fire arrows or reinforced armor also require cast confirmation by pressing the spell key again or clicking left mouse button anywhere. Okay. Skills select location. Certain skills such as healing totem require you to select the placement location. A visual indicator of skill range will appear, marking all affected enemies and all that stuff. Select direction. Cone skills are powerful as they require special positioning, thus can put your champions in danger. A visual indicator of skill range will appear, marking all affected enemies. Press left mouse button again to confirm the placement, or right mouse button to cancel. Okay. So I guess we will have you attack this guy. We'll have you attack that guy from afar. Well, you're down for the count now. Let's have this guy come here and do that. And then we'll have her do fire arrows on this guy. That guy's down now. Alright, you come on over here. I need you to be in range to help out. There you go. Well, he's going to take him down. Now let's go and do Hunter's Mark over there. And then we'll do Arrow Barrage. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, you are going to do... You're going to attack this guy. And you're going to do Arrow Barrage on him, since they're there. And my other guy is getting pretty hurt here. But let's just... If you have any abilities, you have Reinforced Armor, which is good. And you have Create Wall and First Aid. Let's give you some First Aid. Alright, you need to get away from this guy if you can. I need to bring you back here. So my archer needs some help. Excellent. Alright, we'll draw this guy back a little bit. He's still slowed, so that will help matters. Sweet. 100%. Okay, we got a Steel Buckler of Lesser Airproof and some coins. Are you alright? Yes. Are you? Yes, I am fine. Though when that big one appeared, I was sure we were finished. They are vulnerable to fire. We need to remember that. The path to this strange throne lies open now. Let's approach. Alright, we will approach. I guess all these statues are the same, huh? Yep. That is the throne, exactly as I remember it. You feel the strange compulsion that you felt all those years ago, drawing you to this throne. You resist it for a moment. You find doing so far easier than you remember. As you sit, you realize with a shock that you can see and hear what your champions see and hear. This is amazing, Cain. Maeve, I can see through your eyes. I can even hear myself speak through your ears. What magic is this? Are you sure this is to be trusted, my lord? To tell you the truth, no, I am not. What harm can it do? The world above grows weaker every year. What have we to lose? You are right. You are right. It is clear that a great power resides in this place, as I have always known in my heart since that day. However, even if we can use this power as we wish, we cannot do so safely unless we explore the depths of this place. I will do as you bid, my lord. Wait a moment. Can you tell us anything more about what we can expect to find down there? I know not, old friend. This is as far as I ever came, but I know this. We're running out of time. If we want our children and our grandchildren to have lives worth living, something has to change. This is our best hope, I promise you. To your left, there is a staircase leading down. Go now. Okay. If you insist, I guess. So now I'm like directly controlling them. That's a little bit creepy and weird, but I guess that's kind of cool too. This statue, unlike the others, is unlike the others. It has very fine features and seems as if ready to jump from the pedestal. Engraving at the pedestal reads, First Magus Proteus. I have a crazy feeling. I feel watched. You mean by this statue? I feel it too. He's pointing towards the stairs. We better not disappoint him, shall we? Yes, after you. Okay, let's go down the stairwell. Should probably quick save. Is there a quick save button? I guess there isn't. I guess I'll just have to save as I go here. There might be one, but I whatever. Whatever, let's just move along, shall we? We're definitely going down into the depths. After over 2 decades, you've come back to the tower, the place that had been drawing you inexorably since that fateful day so many years ago. You sit upon the crystal throne. A very familiar feeling comes across you, as if you had done it all your life. You probe the surroundings with your newly found senses and marvel. You move your attention to Cain and Maeve as they descend a seemingly endless flight of stairs. You can see through their eyes and hear what they say to each other, as if you were a ghost floating right above their heads. The ancients must have been powerful indeed to have commanded magic of this type, yet for all their might and refinement, something happened that crushed their civilization, leaving a broken land as your heritage. You are jealous of the thrill of adventure as you sit here while your friends are walking into the unknown, yet you have no choice. You must stay here and reclaim the surface. However, you also have a feeling, a premonition that you need to stay here or this mission will surely fail. You shake a gnawing feeling of dread at the immense responsibility you must now bear, and you focus your senses only on your party. They have reached the level 1 of the tower. Your quest begins. You look like you could use a rest after that. So do you. I counted almost 1,000 steps down. Next time you can don my armor and bear my shield, and I'll carry your little bow. Your armor wouldn't fit me, but you can carry my bow next time if you want. So this is the tower. It shows little decay for a place so old. The air could be fresher, but it's breathable. I wonder what we'll find here, and why our Lord has sent us. There's only one way to find out. If you have caught your breath, let us move forward. Discover new teleports. Before your party stands another teleportation mechanism, identical to the one they saw above. This one glows with blue light, and its rings rotate slowly. The plaque on the bottom says, Entrance, direct access to gardens below. Welcome to the tower. A teleport with a link to the one we saw above. Strange, why does it say below then? Come, let's see if it works. We should go back to the Lord anyway to inform him that the access to the tower is unblocked. You want us to use this teleport now? What did you say about preferring your good old legs? That was before we had to descend all those steps. You can fast travel between locations using crystal teleporters. Once you click on one, a map of the current level opens. Blue circles show the locations of any teleporters you have visited and activated. To travel between teleporters, click on one of the blue circles and your party will instantly arrive at the chosen location. To return to the city now, click on the city icon located in the part of the screen. Okay, so this is my quests. Okay. And we have a bestiary. Alright, that kind of stuff. And then We can teleport back home. I got it. Good. And treasure. Covered 6 gold. Thank you very much. More treasure. Everybody's been down here, I guess. Oh, we got enemies. Or not. Hello, travelers. Who are you? I am in the tower. What do you mean? I represent this tower, and the tower represents me. I can feel your footsteps, hear your voices echo through my walls. Then how can you be standing here talking to us? I am sorry, I did not mean to be confusing. You simply would not understand me, even if I explained it all. What you see before you is just a projection of who I am. For all that matters, I am the tower. I am not sure I understand. How can such a thing be? My creators were powerful magi. They first built my body, the tower itself, and then built my mind, built me, so that I might protect myself. We mean you no harm. You cannot harm me, but it is kind of you to say so. Tell me, is the sun still visible in the sky these days? The ashen sky lightens by day and darkens by night. In the winds that follow a heavy rain, the sun can sometimes be glimpsed, but all too little. Ah, much as it was hundreds of years ago. Tell me, why are you here, and what or who do you seek? This place has been uncovered recently, and we were sent by our Lord to investigate. Explore this level as you wish. I will not hinder you. Be warned, however, some strange power has recently awakened the old spirits here, and the dead roam restlessly through these halls. Are those creatures not native to this place, then? No, they are not, and I cannot see what power animates them. Avoid them if you can. Your strong life force is like a candle in the darkness to them. Too late for that. We met them on the surface. Then they found a way up. I am afraid you need to find a way to deal with them. Otherwise, they may become a threat to you and whoever lives above. Okay, Mr. Not telling me muchness. Okay, 9 gold. And treasure. Got more treasure here. 8 more gold. Give me all the gold. All the gold you can. Fountains are scattered across the tower. One of your champions can decide to take a drink and gain positive increase to their statistics. However, some fountains contain corrupted waters with negative effect. You can try to guess the effect by looking at the color of the water. Okay. The fountain is filled with water that glows with tiny specks of light. When they put their hands above the surface, they feel tingling of power. Clearly, the waters have magic properties. Is any of your champions willing to risk it and drink the water? Sure, we'll give her the water since she didn't want the other thing. Maeve's health has increased by 9. Excellent. It was a brave choice to drink from this fountain. Your bravery has paid off, it seems, but you should be careful next time. Some relics you encounter here might have undesirable effects if you use them. I didn't think they would give us an undesirable one right away. I have a feeling whoever that was, did not tell us everything. We'd better be careful. Now you're getting that feeling? I've had that feeling for a while. 1 purple crystal. I am getting some frame rate hitches. Oh, there's stuff over there. Small chests. I have found Warhammer of Poison and another crystal, a blue crystal. Let's see if that Warhammer is... Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Lots of enemies here. Let's see if he can use that. Ah, indeed he can. And the shield, too. Is the shield any better? It's got 20% air resistance. So that is better than what I've got. So put that there. Now, is this two-handed? This might be two-handed, so that's... Shield may not do me any good. What do I have? Pearl Warhammer of Poison, 7.3 DPS, including item modifiers, as opposed to 5.2. 10 to 13 or 21 to 25 damage, I should say. 3 earth damage, water damage, skill damage increase 18%. I mean, that's definitely a good one to have. Of course, that means I can't... It is two-handed, so I can't equip the shield, but that's alright. Can she have a shield? No. No, I didn't think so. Okay. Doesn't matter. We'll run with this. I think this will be fine. Especially with all these things here that want to be beaten upon the head. What a clever design. Those pipes were installed in the wall to draw the underground water and channel it to the fountain. It still functions. At least we will not lack drinking water here. Dripping water. Water is almost painfully cold, yet very, very refreshing. So many skeletons, but at least these ones lie still. They don't look like the risen. I wonder what happened here. Whatever it was, it must have been a very long time ago, judging by the state of these bones. I wonder if this is somehow linked to the tower. Which tower do you mean? The place or the creature? Well, both, I suppose. Row upon row of empty shelves. The cracked wood and makeshift reinforcements tell you they once have been filled with heavy boxes. Oh, this doesn't look very promising. Look at all the smoke there clearing out. It's kind of really cool smoke effects though. And this guy doesn't look like, that looks like poison coming off of there. Journal. Ruined Tower, day 33rd of Devras Prime, 125 AS. The children ate the last of our dried meat 2 days ago. Our bellies are filled only by the water we have in such abundance. Indra lost her little daughter and her mind around the same time. No one goes near the place where the little cairn is that covers the body. Scared by the blank stare of the mother standing silent watch over her beloved. No word yet from the expedition. It has been almost 5 months now since they departed for the level below. We all pray to the old spirits at Sleeth and our people return soon. I fear the dark places that some may be drawn to in the nightmare that lies between hunger and death. Even I am troubled by the thoughts of which I cannot bring myself to write. People lived in this place? 125 AS, that's almost 900 years ago. I know not why we still use these initials to measure the passing of our lives, lacking knowledge of their meaning. It is sad that we lost so much, even track of time. We should look for more notes like these. Perhaps we can start to recover a bit of history as well. This will surely aid us in our journey. Okay, quest log updated. Sweet. What is this way? Got wooden bridge. Your party traversed the bridge, each step tentative. There is nothing but darkness below. Maybe I shouldn't go that way just yet until I see what's the other way, because I have a feeling that's going to break and then not allow me to get back here. And I know that there's some skellies over here that need a little bit of a bashing in. So let's do this. Alright, Warrior, Adept, Archer, Spirit, Knight. Looks like the same battle we had before almost, except Fireball and Field of Armor and things. Okay. Take a look around this place. It looks like they're all going to be coming from there, maybe. Possibly from behind. Okay. We'll start our battle. Alright, they're coming from that direction. Let's see if I can... Let's get him to move up here. Get her to move over here a little bit. And I'll see if I can try to get like the hunter's mark on this guy here. Just so we can slow him down a bit, slow his groove a little bit. Now her, I want you to use your fire arrows on this guy, please and thank you. No, why aren't you paying attention to what I'm saying? I'm saying attack this guy. There you go. And then you need to come over and attack this guy as well. Okay, so then let's get some reinforced armor going. And we'll come over this way and sort of block this guy a little bit. There we go. Definitely need to block him from getting to her. There you go. Let's get her up here, and we got 2 seconds left on that thing. Let's do an arrow barrage on this guy. There we go, and then we'll put the hunter's mark down right here. And we'll have him come back this way a bit. Nope, that was the wrong one. You come back this way a little bit. There you go. And let's get onto this guy now. Let's select her. No, I want you to stay there. I keep misclicking. Select her. Let's do fire arrows and get this guy down. Right away here. We got more guys coming the other way. Come over here and take on this guy. Please and thank you. Alright, and you are going to do an arrow barrage. And then we'll have you do another hunter's... Whoops. Have you do another hunter's mark, maybe? It's not letting me. It's not letting me do a hunter's mark. Have you attack this guy, please. Oh, she's drained. Come on, get through that guy. And get over and kill this guy because he's hurting my chick here. First aid. Right there. Oh, she freaking fell. Because that freaking archer over there, man. It's a pain in the ass. A real pain in the ass. Oh, this guy keeps draining us. That's what's going on. Let's get over here and take this guy out. This is a little bit of a pain in the neck here. Come on, give me some health back, please. Health it is. There we go. Now take this guy out. Alright, there we go. Finally, we got some steel axe out of it. Alright, well, she's still with the party, so I guess she survived the untimely death there. Ancient Journals is our quest. Right there is one quest anyway. Waterfall. Beautiful waterfall. Its heavy mist fall on your champions' faces, refreshing them. Nice. Very nice. And we are getting some frame rates problems, but obviously it's an early access game, so that's to be expected. Closed door. How strange. Why to close the passage if there's nothing to protect? It looks too sturdy to be kicked down. Let's try a fighting key first. Okay, let's get all this gold first. Treasure? 7 more gold. Some coal. What have we here? It looks like a piece of coal, but different. Those dark red veins look unusual. Let's take it. Perhaps we can test it later. Quest log updated. Strange coal. Okay. Suddenly we're in strange coal territory. Giant crane. How do I... Giant crane. This massive crane was apparently used to move goods between the levels. Your champions see the rope disappearing into the darkness below. For a moment, you contemplate sending your champions down, but quickly reject the idea. It is not yet time for such desperate measures. Okay. Is there anything else there? No? Alright. Alright, so be it. What is up here? I feel a strange draft from this wall. Yes, I feel it too. It looks like there might be a hidden passage behind. Look. Touch the stone here. Yes, it is strangely soft to the touch. Wind from a wall. 6 gold. Anything else here? Strange wall. So, does that rock that I picked up, does that go in that wall? You can see light coming through the cracks in the stone. Oop, there was treasure here. 5 gold. Before we go that way, let's look over here real fast. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Spider webs. There are a lot of cobwebs in this area. Yet only the brittle husks of the long dead spiders can be seen. Alright, well, hopefully they are, in fact, long dead. There's another glowy thing over there. Oh, we got more encounters. Combat difficulty. Combat encounters can have different difficulty level, represented by a number and type of enemies visible on the map. Combat difficulty defines the total number of enemy waves and total health pool of enemies. Besides that, spawn locations and share various enemy types, small, large enemy, and each wave is random. Each encounter, even in the same place, will therefore play differently. You can judge difficulty of the combat by observing the composition of the enemy group visible on the map when you approach them. This group is hard difficulty. It is not blocking your progress, so it would be wise to come back later once you get better equipped and extend your party. Okay, yeah, there's a skull with red eyes back there too. So basically they're saying, you ain't ready for this yet, so you might want to come back later, so is what we will do. I wonder if this door... Oh, there's some big nastiness behind that door. I wonder if I'm not really supposed to have the key yet, because that thing does not look very friendly back there. So we'll come back this way again to the passageway we didn't go down, because I was afraid that the bridge would break. Let's come across it now. Okay, everything's good. I bet there wasn't really that much over here. Oh, there's some treasure. 9 gold. Ooh, frame rates. Frame rates. Magic brazier. Brazier burns bright, yet there seems to be nothing fueling the flame. And a small chest. Found a great helm and some cash. Great helm and some cash. Let's go here and see if we can use some of this stuff. So you can use... So the steel axe of sparks doesn't look like it's worth anything. So I'm going to dismantle that. Get a green crystal out of it. This we're going to wear. And the buckler I'll just keep for now. Is there anything else? I don't think we've dinged yet. No, we're still like level 1. And then for her, is there anything? No, okay. We're good there. There was another little place over here with this smoke and mushroom stuff. Yeah, what is that? Oof, it is hurting my frame rate, whatever it is. Disturbed ground. Skeletons half risen from their graves. The claw marks on the ground indicate they had been climbing out on their own. Okay. Syndros. Your heroes approach the statue, struck by its sublime craftsmanship. It is warm to the touch and vibrating, as if there was something hidden inside, something powerful. Who it represents, I wonder? Some man of great renown? Though his visage is stern. Perhaps it is one of the ancient spirits worshipped by the ancients? Look, there's an inscription like before. To those who would seek the boon of Syndros, 3 things I require. The need must be dire, the purpose true, and the supplicant must speak his name. Syndros, like the Syndros month in winter? Perhaps the two are connected. This seems straightforward enough. I'd say our need is dire and our purpose true. Well, lay your hands on the statue and say the name. Who are you? Who would seek my aid? I have taken many souls since I was last addressed by a mortal, but where is thy offering? Offering? What do you require of us? Here, I suppose I can lose one of my rings. Place it at the statue's feet and see what happens. You dare to defile my sanctity with your trinkets? You should know that such things are nothing to me. The dead have no need for riches. The dead? Are the risen your doing? I am not dead, child. I am death. You will know me for what I am one day. All mortals of this world will. As for those risen, they are an affront to me as well. What is rightfully mine has been taken back. This cannot be. Bring me a living thing as your offering, and I will give whatever boon is due in return, and you shall deal with the risen. Death? What madness is this? Perhaps it would be unwise for us to enter into a pact with such a spirit. Maybe. Then again, his wish to be rid of the risen aligns with our own. I think we should make use of whatever help we can get. Syndros asked for a living thing. Where could we get an offering? Perhaps we will find something. Even a small insect might do the trick. Well, let's look around then. Or, you know, I guess mushrooms, maybe? I mean, there's a bunch of mushrooms around here. That would make some semblance of sense. Although there's also a chest that has some leg plates in it. Okay, cool. Let us equip these things. You? Yes, please. Have some of that. Let's do another save here. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's do another save. Make sure I got everything done here. At the entrance. Okay, and so they need something. They need a living. He needs a living sacrifice, which ought to be interesting and weird to try to grab. I guess we'll go through this other area with lots of mushrooms and see what we come upon. Purple crystals is what we come upon. Anything there? No. Farewell note. Next to a skeleton, you see a parchment with an inscription. My beloved wife, I can no longer endure walking through this cursed place. Without you, I have nothing left to live for. Besides, with me gone, there will be more food left for the others. May all-knowing Rithra absorb our thoughts so we can live together in her memory. Okay. This area is clearly not a part of the original construction. Whether from the ravages of time or intentional destruction, the walls of the tower have collapsed here. Golden tree. A beautiful golden tree. It brims with energy. A healthy branch from it might be suitable offering to Syndros. Okay. So did we take a branch from it? I do not know. Forge. Assuming we took it. What does my inventory look like? Doesn't show up there because it's a quest item, I guess. We got more skellies to take on, though. I guess we'll take these guys on. Why not? Doesn't look like that's too bad. Drain life, field of armor. This mage as spirit is the worst one because he drains life. So I gotta make sure we take him out as soon as we can. Alright, so this battlefield looks a little bit different than the other one. So let's get them moved into some sort of position here where she can oversee all the whole shooting match here. Okay, so they are coming from this direction and that direction. So those are just skeletons. So, oops, no, I don't want you to walk over there. I want you to come here. I want you. It's very hard to click. Very, very hard to click right now on the things that I want. All right, so I want you to go with some fire arrows. Thank you, and then you. Nope, then you are going to attack this guy. Great. There you go. Now you're going to attack this guy, please. Excellent. Alright, we got more coming from both directions. What is this? This guy over here looks like a problem. So let's have her come over and attack this guy as well. In fact, do an arrow barrage on him if you would. And this guy is almost dead, actually. Which is fun. Fun times. We got 2 more coming that way. So you... Oops, nope. You're going to come over here, my dear. You are going to come over here and take this guy out. Let's get a little armor going, shall we? And then you are going to... Oops. You... I'm going to do a hunter's mark right there. Go. And then get an arrow barrage on that guy. Or one of them, anyway. Now some fire arrows would be nice. You gonna fire your fire arrows? That would be good. There you go. Let's do an arrow barrage. Oh, we got this guy coming. He's gonna be the problem right now. Let's do arrow barrage on this one. Alright, you are gonna come over here and attack this guy. Let's get some health going too. And let's get a wall right here. That didn't do much. Guy just walked right around it. Okay, you are gonna go over here. We got this guy there, right? Do I have... I can't do a wall yet for you. Let's do... You don't have enough mana for that. That's great. Is your mana recovering? Yeah, it is. It's just taking a while. Let's get a arrow barrage on this guy. And then you are going to come over here. Take him on, please. Just keep walking away from him. There we go. Alright, attack this guy, and you are going to attack this guy. Excellent. That went a lot better than the last time. What do we get? Healthy silk robe of quartz. Awesome. That might be for her. Might be able to put that on her body so we can get her some more armor. What she's currently got. Let's go here and go select her, and that's a whole lot of no. Hero cannot equip this item. What about you? Can't equip it either, huh? Healthy silk robe of quartz. I could hold on to it. I guess I'll hold on to it for now, just in case I do get someone who can use it along the way here. Let's do a little save, Pooh. While I'm thinking about it. Let's see what's going around here. Okay, there's another teleporter. That's always good to see. South Caves discovered new teleports. And a chest. We've got healthy wood staff and things. Okay, I'm assuming none of them can use a stave. Inside the chest, your champions find some golden item and some strange crystals. They also find strange, ornately shaped piece of metal. After examining it, they decide it resembles a key, or rather, one half of a key. Such craftsmanship! We should find its twin and the lock it fits. Okay, so I need 2 parts to get the key, huh? For that door. Okay. Anything else over there? No. So I assume I have this tree branch now, which means I should be able to give that to this Syndros guy. And then we can see what he wants to do about it. What would you offer as a sacrifice? A branch. The statue shudders in dissatisfaction and does not even speak to you. Clearly your champions have offended Syndros with such a meager offering. Yeah. I figured that wasn't going to be Syndros, Spirit of Death. Okay, so now he's not going to help me, right? Because I did that. Okay, let's load real fast. let's save scum this a little bit. Load. Because it wasn't so long ago that I saved, so that's good. So we know that a branch is not going to do it, which I didn't think it would, because he seems to be the petty sort. So we got to find something living. It's worth his time. So I guess we'll run around here now to where we were. So I can't get through that door because I don't have the other part of the key. I guess we'll go up this way. Oh, this is that battle that was like really, really difficult battle. Okay, never mind. Run the other way. So I can't get through this door then because I only have half a key. Right. So I guess there's something more down here that I did not look at. Just this thing. I am stumped. Where else have we not gone yet? Up and to the left, we have not gone. There is a place up to the left. It looks like there is one. Over this way? Aha! So many books in one place. My father had 5 and he was considered a learned man for it. This lot is probably more than all we have on the surface combined. Books! All we had when I was growing up was Hillslep's Almanac. I learned more from an afternoon in the forest than I did reading that thing cover to cover. Take a rowdy tale told around a campfire over these dusty old tomes any day. Are you not interested in what we find here? All this knowledge lost to us? Perhaps we could find out what happened to our world. Why is the land dying? What was this terrible enemy the ancients fought? Wait, look, there's someone here. Hello, stranger. Startled by your voice. What? Who goes there? Calm down, sir. We mean you no harm. Ha! I feel much better now. A warrior and an archer. Or is it archeress? What brings you to this place? I was sure I was the only living soul here, not counting those annoying walking skeletons. We are explorers acting on the authority of our lord and to keep far above. Who are you and what do you do down here? My name is Philetus. Please unlock that arrow, fair maiden. I am harmless. Surely you have heard of me. The greatest historian of our day, relentless seeker of ancient knowledge, master archaeologist, author of a treatise on the elven race. Sadly, we're not familiar with you or your writings. Well, I suppose I spent most of my time with elven and dwarven folk. I often forget how ignorant my own race has become. To answer your question, I learned about this tower long ago from an elven scholar and decided to come here to investigate. After a misunderstanding with my companion over, I wish to say no more on the matter. Elven? Dwarven? You speak about an ancient myth. There's been neither word nor sighting of elves or dwarves for many generations. Fascinating, but you are not to be blamed for your lack of knowledge. I assure you, brave sir, they do consider themselves myths. They simply keep to themselves now, loathing to leave their strongholds. Nevertheless, I believe that the discovery of this tower, perhaps the key to solving the mystery of the great sacrifice, might rouse them. I will send a message to them once I return to the surface. That is all good and well, but how did you get here? What sort of protection do you have? Do you command powerful magic to defend yourself? Where are your supplies? I only command the genius of my brain. I have never been in need of anything else. As for provisions, I have dwarf bread, triple baked in the great furnace of the stone city. It's a bit like gnawing on a brick, but single loaf can sustain a man sat reading for a full fortnight. I can testify to that myself. My true sustenance comes from the treasures are all around us. Treasures? Why yes, treasures. Have you not seen such a library? So much has been lost, even to the elves. Our history must be recovered at any cost. If not, we are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. Yet I am not a fighter, and perhaps not best equipped for this grand endeavor. You plan to descend to the bottom, or rather the top of this tower? Incidentally, are you aware that we are standing on the ceiling? I told you there was something strange going on as we descended those steps. Yes, that is our quest. Then I will go above and seek the service of this lord of whom you speak, but you must promise me one thing. Whatever writings you find in this tower, bring them to me. I will catalog and interpret them for you, offering my advice as needed. If our master permits it. Farewell then. Before we part, take a look at this one tome I put aside. I believe you'll find the knowledge it contains very useful. That was, well, unexpected. A mysterious stranger in the middle of an unexplored place, almost like from the old tales. I'm sure his knowledge will prove invaluable to us, but something seemed off to me. I do not trust him. Now as you say it, me neither. We will keep an eye on him. Alright, well, what did he set aside here? Blueprint. You found your first tome of knowledge. Each one allows you to upgrade specific building from your city. What? Say what? We're upgrading city buildings? What? What is this? I did not know this was part of the game. This is why with RPGs I play a lot longer for these videos. Okay. You have found a tome containing forgotten knowledge, basics of martial techniques. In the ancient times, the races preferred to civilize a relationship over forced conflict. However, from time to time, some small local disputes flared, giving the opportunity for the warrior caste to improve their combat techniques. You have now gained a knowledge of more efficient combat styles. These require arduous training and costly equipment and assistance. As such, the training is costly. You can upgrade heroes located in Armory to max level 3. Warrior caste, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Training. Your champions do not increase their level by experience gain. After all, they are already the best that your broken land can offer. Instead, you can train them only if you discover tomes of knowledge. Each tome will allow you to train your champions up to a certain level, providing you have the necessary resources to upgrade the class building. This particular tome allows you to upgrade your armory to level 2. Once you do so, you can train Cain and Maeve to a maximum level 3. When more classes join you, you will find different tomes of knowledge as they cover different areas, martial magic and technology. Oh, nice. So killing things doesn't give you experience. You get experience from finding stuff, finding blueprints, and then being able to then upgrade your troops, almost like a real-time strategy game where you just upgrade your armories and stuff, and then that gives you better troops. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Where's this ancient book at I keep saying? There it is. This book contains cheerful poems about the joys of life, the beauty of the living forest, and how pleasant it is to have a picnic under the warm yellow sun. Your champions think of what sickly bog-ridden forest remains in Arctara, deprived of life by an ashen sky, and the resolve to reach what power dwells within this tower and turn it to good is reinforced. There is an inscription on the first page. To my dearest, do not despair. We can have it all back. We must trust in him, and he will find a way to restore all. Okay. Lots of stuff here. See, they keep saying that this tower is upside down and we're walking on a ceiling, but then you've got braziers like this. They're just kind of hanging down like they should be. Whatever. Anyway, ancient book. Your party discovers a book written in a language that they do not understand. However, they are captivated by the drawings of machines of metal, wood, and cloth, looking like giant birds, yet holding people as though on a ship. And then another one. Okay, that's the same one that we looked at. Alright, nothing else. Your champions gaze down and see a structure below. They struggle to judge its size or distance, but it's clearly massive, dwarfing in height the largest mountains. They wonder what its purpose might be and whether they can reach it somehow later. Okay. And then a teleport to the smithy. A massive door. I wonder what's behind it. Hoist me up a little. I will try to see over the wall. It is a bit dark inside, but I can see something. There's some kind of machinery there, grinding stones and what seems to be a giant hearth. It looks like a blacksmith's forge. Smorge. Interesting. We need to find a way to open this door then. Okay. So is this what we're going to take over these things, and this is going to be like our real-time strategy where we take over these things and that becomes our forge and everything else that we're going to upgrade? That's pretty cool. Oh, there's some nastiness down there. Well, this is really cool. I didn't realize that was part of the game. They didn't even mention anything about it. Like, oh yeah, you're going to sort of have like these RTS kind of things here. I guess we'll take these guys on. Physical fireball, physical field of armor, drain life. Okay. About the same as all the other ones. Although we're in a much smaller corridor here. Let's get him moved over this way for a second. Let's start the battle and see what... Okay, let's have him come up here and kill that guy. I want you to focus your fire on this one. Seriously, I want you to focus your fire on this one. There you go. Alright, we got this guy coming for us. Let's get over and see if we can take him out. Let's do a little reinforced armor too while we're at it. Let's see if I can get an arrow barrage going. Yeah, he's the one draining us. But we're getting him down. Excellent. Very good. Let's see if we can slow one of these bastards down over here. Let's slow this guy down a little bit. And let's get an arrow barrage on these. How are you doing there? Probably should have just put that guy under. Alright, you gotta come back this way, dude. Because she's about to get hit. Run away, run away. Wanna come over here? There you go. Excellent. Alright, now attack this guy with some fire arrows, if you please. You come over here and attack him. Alright, we gotta put a wall up here. Stop these guys a bit. It's a chance to figure out what's going on here. Alright, Hunter's Mark over there. Slow those guys down a bit. Do an arrow barrage on this guy. You need some health. Get some health, please. And let's get some reinforced armor as well. And let's get over here and kill this guy. Oh my god, there's so many freaking guys that they're sending my way here. Oh no, we got one of these? Really? Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Okay, let's see if I can... I have nothing that can be done right now. Come over here, and let's see if we can break his ability to hit us. Alright, you, my dear, need to attack this guy. Because he is a pain. He's going to do us a bunch of damage. And then you need to create a wall right there. No, no, I want you to stay over here. Hey, you really need some health. Really use some health right now. It'd be really great. We are not surviving very well here. Oh, we got so many guys coming after us right now. Oh, there. Ah, she's down again. Damn it. Alright, get some first aid. This is not going to go well for us. Not going to go well for us at all. That first aid did nothing. That first aid did absolutely nothing at all. Holy crap. Let's get him back over here a little bit. Retreat for a second. Let's have her retreat for a second as well. And attack this guy. Please. Alright, you need to go just hit this guy because he's being a pain in the neck. Alright, there's literally nothing I can do in this this battle is not possible to win at all. There's literally nothing that can be done here. There's nothing that can be done there. That kind of pisses me off because there's no indication that that was going to be that big of a battle. Right? It's like... And now they're not there anymore, which is interesting. This is where we were coming in. They're not here anymore. But it was like, there was no indication that that was going to be a hard battle either. It was just, they just gave me a list of all the things I've already fought once before. Like, it doesn't, that needs a lot of work, is what that needs. That just needs a bunch of work. There needs to be a better way of determining whether or not you can actually take on a group of enemies or something like that. Because there was no indication coming up against those things that was going to be like 20 waves of nonsense. You know what I mean? Although I like how I loaded the last save and they're not there anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like putting that this early in the game, something that's that bad, is a little bit off balance, perhaps. Statue gazes straight ahead with an eerie stare. When your party looks at it out of the corner of their eyes, they could swear it is observing them. What about this? This doesn't do anything. It's just a light. Okay. Some treasure there. And anything... Okay, this just leads us back to where we were. And a treasure chest. We got some fireproof pants, which hopefully we can actually use. Hello again, travelers. I see that you have found a few of the crafting crystals already. Ancients use them to manufacture powerful, magic-imbued items and upgrade them. I have heard stories of such items in the olden times, the Blade of Mahan, Wrath, and the Winged Boots of Lothray. I thought they were just fairy tales. We no longer possess the knowledge of such things. How can we use these crystals? There is a forge close by. It was designed to meet the needs of the greatest arcane weaponsmiths in the land. It has not been used for centuries, and its hearth is cold as stone. Perhaps you'll find a way to make it work. I'll open the door for you. Okay, excellent. Wait, we encountered... she was gone again. She's a little erratic, don't you think? Erratic, more like childishly fickle. I'm sure she could help us much more than she is doing. I get the feeling we are being toyed with, and I don't like it. Well, we do not know her true intentions, so I say not to reject such useful information outright. Let's get back to the forge. Yes, it is worth taking a look. Okay, so that was hidden behind basically a impossible battle. Yeah, they're going to need to fix this. There's some balancing that needs to happen there. But anyway, there is some arcane stuff on the table. Looks like on the smithy. Blueprints. You found a tome containing forgotten knowledge. Secrets of Dark Gold. Advanced knowledge of blacksmithing has declined in recent generations. However, the basics are still understood enough that your smiths are making good use of the text your champions found in the tower. They have learned of various techniques for combining steel with basic magic. Here you can apply low-level upgrades to weapons and armor. You can now upgrade your blacksmith building in the city. It allows you to craft items of higher tier. Okay. Upgrade it further, blah, blah, blah. Alright, grindstone, small chests. We have steel gloves of health. That would have been useful earlier. Inside the chest, your champions find some gold, an item, and some strange crystals. They also find a strange, ornately shaped piece of metal. After examining it, they decide it resembles a key, or rather, one half of a key. Such craftsmanship, we should find its twin and lock that it fits, which we did. First half of a key. So now I guess we gotta reforge that key, probably. And we found some more pants. What else over here? Anything else? There's probably grindstone, or maybe some strange stone combined with crystal. And we have this ember of thing that I guess we could put in the forge, huh? Let's see if this coal will be enough to light this forge. This forge is adjusted for weapon upgrades. You will discover more similar ones in the tower. In each encountered one, you can upgrade one of the items for free. Oh, cool. It works. The heat is unbearable even from this distance. Your champions can upgrade an item of their choice now. Click on the forge and then move an item over the crafting icon. Okay, so then click on the forge. Let's see, equipped items. And we'll say this one. I can drop an item to the forge icon to upgrade its properties. I guess I can't. Oh, I can only upgrade. Well, let's upgrade this then. See what happens. Plus 2 damage and plus magic property. Okay. Mighty Pearl Warhammer of Poison. Alright, cool. Awesome. How about Forge has lost its magic properties. You cannot upgrade anything else. I guess I should have upgraded her bow, huh? Get long range stuff going, but oh well. Anything else around here? Let's do our inventory again and see if she can wear anything. She can wear the gloves, which is good. At least they give her health anyway, since she's a very, very hard to keep alive person. she's very fragile apparently. Skill tree. Alright, so far so good on those things. And then if we have this 2 halves of the key, that means we should be able to open that one door that we couldn't do. Open a door, and we still have the Syndros Spirit of Death, which wants a life thing. Hidden Passage, which I don't know how to get into yet, and then Ancient Journals. So we're getting the quests. I like how this game is laid out so far. I'm very intrigued by the kind of having these sort of RTS-like structures that will use to upgrade your heroes and things. I think that's pretty cool. I would like to get to a point where I can see what that actually means. But I know beyond that one door, there was a big freaking boss-like monster that I don't particularly think we're going to survive against, despite my best efforts. I guess we can try it, but let's save before I go so far as to do that. Let's save this right now. We'll try it, but then I might pack it up from there. So let's... Wait, I found 2 halves of the key. What? It's like find the other half. I found 2 halves of it. Oh, did one of my saves not give me another half of the key? That's weird. Alright. Let's get out of this area and then we'll save again. As we get through here. Music is really catchy and nice. I kind of like it. Certainly not the kind of music you would expect for like a fantasy themed thing like this, but I think it fits quite well. Let's do a little save. It is repeating quite often, but I imagine that's something they can work on. Maybe get a couple different tracks that play together. Let's see if the key we found fits the lock. Indeed it does. And there's a big nasty thing on the other side. You've encountered your first elite enemy. They are very powerful creatures with a lot of health and various skills that could change depending on their remaining health. Normal enemies will spawn slowly at first, but then at an increasing rate. Unlike normal battles, this encounter ends when you kill the elite. Oh, really? A Reaper Guard. Ew, yeah, we're not surviving this one. I can't withdraw, though, unfortunately. So basically, I need to focus on the Reaper, but at the same time, I'm going to have all kinds of, like, smaller mooks coming after me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, let's go after this thing. Let's get some reinforced armor going, too. And you are going to... I need you to put your fire arrows on. Come after this guy. Please. Please come after this guy. There you go. Hunter's Mark. And Arrow Barrage. Away from those guys a little bit. Take that one on. Please. There, you can take this guy on. Just get him out. Just get him out of range. Thank you. I'll take this one on. Do another barrage. Okay, my guy's getting all kinds of hurt here. Let's see if I can help him out a little bit. First aid, just keep hitting that damn thing as much as you can. Keep on hitting it. Let's do fire arrows again over here. Let's do another arrow barrage. Let's do another one of these to slow it down. Out of the range of that, please. There we go. We almost got him. We're actually doing a lot better than I thought we would. Sweet. And we got, ooh, a nice bow and some stuff here. All right, well that was, see now that was more, that battle was more akin to what I was expecting in this beginning area, not like the other one. It's just like, yeah, let's just overwhelm you with a lot of small crap that drains you. Constant draining. All right, so with that, let's have her equip some stuff, shall we? This looks like a fantastic thing. We finally got equipment for her. That's another thing I think needs a little bit of balancing. We got all this equipment here that looks like it's for a mage-like character that we haven't found yet. And we don't have that yet, so really it feels kind of weird to have all this stuff here and then you can't use any of it. It's like, maybe you should focus this beginning area on the characters you actually have. That would be nice. Anything else going on here? Skill trees, nothing. Inventory. Not all we can do. Alright. Let's do a save immediately on that one. Alright, and what does that get us access to here? Is there a treasure in them there hills? No. Gets us access to a teleporter. Your champions are finally in the hearing range of teleporter stones. When they approach, you speak to them. My brave champions, you are doing well. I can use these teleporter crystals to communicate with you directly. There have been some developments here in the city. We have some unexpected visitors. Return now in case they have hostile intentions. Your party will now be teleported back to the city to greet the strangers. An unexpected delegation has arrived before the Crystal Throne. Elves, a race that you considered extinct, if not a myth entirely. One of them approaches your throne, grows, yeah. Ellen Sila Lumen Orlento. Our star shines on the hour of our meeting. I am Elric, Druid, a master of earth and life disciplines. I lead what is left of the elven dominion of the Evermore Forest. The Great Council has sensed a mysterious power emanating from this area. We respect the sovereignty of humans in the Middle Lands as we ever will, yet I'd ask that you allow me to join an expedition to explore this place. You gladly accept an offer of support. You can now add Adric Druid to your party. Alright, I hope he wear some of the stuff I have in my inventory. I might have some clothes for you, Adric. Eric it is. Eric has joined your party. Eric, an elven druid, commands the power of earth and attacks enemies at distance by wand, focus stone, or staff. Among his many useful skills, he can heal your champions during combat and summon powerful elemental allies. Druids are most closely attuned to mana among the races, with the exception of the mystics. They were renowned for their subtlety and craftsmanship of powerful items in times gone by. Eric, though measured in his conduct, is fiercely proud of his heritage. He resides in the Mage Tower. You can train him when you find a suitable tome of knowledge. This hero can join your party when you enter the tower. Okay. And now we've got, like, all our different areas. Well, this is certainly a different game than what I was expecting at the moment here. Where's the keep at? We have character attributes. There's Eric, Maeve, Keen. So if I had the ability to upgrade them, I could. Actually, I could give you some clothing, can I? All right, have that and some pants. Put some pants on. Put some silk gloves on too, I guess. Go. All right, very good. So I did have some inventory for him. Armory. Heroes that use this building. There's little need for expert warriors when the greatest enemy is the land itself. You have knowledge of some basic fighting techniques that cannot be improved further. What skills are known are taught here through rigorous repetitious drills. However, you hope that you will find some tomes describing martial arts used by the ancients in their war against the enemy, which I do. I do have a blueprint, so I can upgrade them to level 2 with 100 gold, and I have 411. Actually, I'll upgrade them to level 3, it looks like. Okay. Or that's the max hero upgrade level. Okay. Upgrade to level 2. So that's good. The tower. Level progress 9 of 20 chests. Battles, blueprints, secret rooms. Oh, this is good because it gives you an idea of how far you've gotten. So that's the entrance, and then I guess this, once you unlock the doors to other things, you'll be able to go back and do what you want to do. That's pretty cool. And then challenges. So it's like a what was the name of that game? It's like oh god, there were 2 games in the series. I played both of them. The first one was the one that's kind of like this, where it's you're in a city and you would go down into the mines, and then each level of the mine you would have a teleport back to the city where you could upgrade and all that stuff, and then you would teleport back to that level of the mine. And I can't think of the name of it. There were 2 games in the series. The second one was more closer to like an action RPG, and the first one was an action RPG, but it was like, the second one was more open world, I meant, than the first one. The first one was more like just a level thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I was not expecting this at all. And here's our quests and everything. And the Mage Tower, which we don't have a blueprint to upgrade him with. That's okay. Blacksmith, we can make some weapons with if we have the appropriate stuff. All right. Okay. Well, this is pretty cool, my friends. I'm liking this a lot. I got more out of this than I thought I was going to get. It is very, very slow, though. This is my second time recording this because the first time I actually fell asleep while recording this. That's how slow it is. I think they really, as much as I appreciate the lore and the backstory and everything, I think they really do need to improve the beginning of this so that it's not quite such a slog as far as, I mean, there's a lot of story and I like story, but at some point you gotta make it at least a little bit interesting. And it's just now, we're just now getting to the interesting part. I feel like if they had moved this up a little bit further, we could really, you could really see what's going on. You'd have something to look forward to and all that stuff. So I think this first couple, how long have I been going for? Like 2 hours now? Is it? Yeah, just over 2 hours. This first 2 hours of the game are really slow, but now it looks like it's starting to open up and actually be a little bit more interesting. So I think they need to rework that a bit so that it's more interesting like this. So there are better ways. There are other ways they could tell the story and still keep the pace up and keep it moving a little bit, I think. But that's my big I think takeaway from this is that they need to fix their pacing a little bit. They need to work on the balance a little bit with some of the enemies that were there. Work on a way of really making it so that you understand it when you're going to get hit with 9,000 waves of nonsense and all that stuff. Things of that nature. I think they could work on a bit, but this is a good start. A very, very good start. Very beautiful. The music is good. They're off to a very, very good, interesting start for an early access game. This has been Tower of Time. It is by Event Horizon. It is in early access on Steam. It is currently $14.99 US. I think it's well worth it given what's here, and I assume that there's even more to this than I have actually seen yet. So very good indeed. I, as always, will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence and take a look at it yourself and find out if it's up your alley or not. But thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.